The leadership can't get it done. But it's okay because here comes the Problem Solvers Caucus to the rescue. It's the politics fix. What up, my sippers and stoners? It's me, Anna DK, checking in once again, and I'm here with another politics fix. I'm definitely your progressive voice for the 2020 race and beyond. And today I want to talk about the Problem Solvers Caucus again. Now, if you have been following my page for any amount of time, you know that I did a video on the Problem Solvers Caucus a few weeks ago. It could have been a month ago, I don't know. But basically, the Problem Solvers Caucus is in the House of Representatives. It's 24 Republicans and 24 Democrats, and they are the ones that are like middle of the road. They're okay with negotiating with the other one. They're okay with coming to the table to find some common sense solutions. And it looks like they've struck again. They just released a stimulus proposal. It is not the skinny bill that the Republicans released. It is not the HEROES Act that the Democrats released. It's somewhere in the middle, okay? So we know that the Democrats, their plan was $3 trillion. And we know the Republicans came out with this skinny bill that was something like $300 or $500 million. And both of them just seemed way convoluted and way ridiculous and too fringe for anyone to even discuss, right? Okay, so this Problem Solvers Caucus, their bill is about $1.3 to $1.6 trillion. And the reason why it fluctuates is because there is some money that has already been allocated through the previous stimulus act that they're pretty much just going to redirect. So it's not a part of the new number, but is a part of the total number. I don't know if that makes sense. So anywho, funny thing, in this Problem Solvers Caucus stimulus plan, it actually includes 2 rounds of stimulus. It includes a round of stimulus now, which is probably the same $1,200 with the $500 for dependents, but that is retroactive. So it probably is going to have your dependents getting $1,000 if they didn't get that $500 last time, okay? So that's going to be retroactive. But the interesting thing is it calls for another round of automatic stimulus in March 2021 if for whatever reason benchmarks have not been reached. Like for whatever reason, if the unemployment is still at a certain level or, you know, the GDP is at a certain level, then they'll automatically release another round of stimulus payments. There's actually $50 billion in there for the EIDL. Now, I don't know if you guys know what the EIDL is, but it's a program that allows you to claim $1,000 for every person that works in your company, including you. So you know that you could at least get $1,000 through the EIDL program, okay? So there's $50 billion in funding for that. That funding ran out so fast when they first did it that plenty of people were not able to access the cash, okay? There is more money for the PPP in there, which will allow companies with 25% or less growth to be able to double dip into the PPP funds, okay? Now, there are already funds that are still left from the previous stimulus, so they're going to add that to the new allocation of funds. Okay. There's money in it for state and local governments. Of course, not as much as the Democrats were asking for, but of course, more than the zero that Republicans were willing to give, okay? There's money in there for schools reopening, and it is not contingent upon it being in-class learning, okay? There are a lot of really good things in this bill. It does not include things like the money for cannabis that they wanted for the last bill. There are a lot of things that are stripped out of there. However, the reality is nobody was moving anywhere with any of those 2 bills. Not the HEROES Act that they passed in May, not the skinny bill that they passed last week, or they didn't even pass it, actually. They didn't even bring it up for a vote. Neither of those 2 were going to make it. So the fact that the Problem Solvers Caucus was able to come through is pretty amazing. And we'll see where it goes. I just wanted to keep you guys informed on how this stimulus bill looks and how it might square up for money in your pocket, whether you're a small business owner or whether you're just waiting for your stimulus check. Because listen, they gave us stimulus back in whenever they did that, right? Maybe 6 months ago. And they've not done anything since. And every other leading country in the world is giving their citizens like a monthly stipend while this is going on. So all this is really important. And I just really hope that you process the information, drop some comments if there's anything that I missed that you heard in the stimulus bill. If you have any questions or concerns, drop them down below. Oh, don't forget to like this if you like it, share if you care, and subscribe. Make sure you hit the little bell so you know when I'm coming to you with another dope ass politics fix video. And until next time, I'm Yana DK and I love y'all. I swear I do.